So here I am at Auburn First United Methodist Church kitchen, and I got my salt and pepper. I enjoy cooking. I don't do any baking. That involves way too many rules. But cooking is fun because you can just throw a little of this, throw a little of that, and things come out looking pretty good, tasting great. But Scripture actually talks about census quite a bit about how beautiful the saints are and how beautiful Scripture is, and the smell of things and the taste of things. And it talks about that we are the salt of the earth. And I was thinking about that today, specifically because I think that some of us are having a hard time trying to figure out how we can still be useful in times when the world seems so different. And I'm not going to go so far as to say that everyone can do what they want to do. I think we all have limitations, and some of us, for rather obvious reasons, are on hiatus. We need to really stay to our own and play it very safe. But there are many of us that could still ask ourselves, what does it mean to be the salt of the earth? And how do we make the world a better place? How do we make it more tasteful? How do we make even our own lives more palatable? Because that's really what salt does. It makes things more useful for a longer time. And so maybe it's something simple like taking care of yourself. Because so many times in our Christian walk, when we talk about how we can be the salt of the earth, we're often focused on people that need our help out there. But maybe part of what we do now is we figure out how to salt our own lives, how to take care of our own selves, and how to be good to ourselves, both in our mental health, but also maybe how do we exercise when we can't get to the gym, and how do we eat well when we have maybe less options. How do we try to maintain a schedule, because that's part of how we maintain our healthy living, and a sense of a clock and a sense of normalcy. And maybe something as simple as, I'm going to dress up even though I really don't have anything important to see, and maybe nobody's going to see me. But there is something about salting yourself so that when you walk past the mirror, you go, oh, I still look okay. I still look good. It may be making sure you get enough sleep. It may be making sure that you call someone to have a conversation. It may be a conversation for yourself, not for them. Maybe you got something that you've got to get off your shoulders. Maybe there's a concern you have. Maybe you just need to hear another human voice. I don't think there's any shame in that. I think actually that's great. That's what it means to be human. We need each other, we need rest, we need food, we need to get dressed up every once in a while. Maybe you've got a favorite show and you're just gonna dress up and sit with someone or by yourself and enjoy that show, and maybe have your favorite drink or a hearty cup of coffee, and you're gonna just enjoy that moment and feel like a human being, because sometimes that's really hard to do during these times. So be the salt of the earth for yourself. Take time to acknowledge that yes, we are called to service, but we are also called to love and to take care of ourselves, because we are no good to other people when we can't take care of ourselves. Have a wonderful day, and don't be afraid to look out for yourself in these rather complicated times.